Henry County Schools believes that personalizing learning today will prepare students to be life-ready tomorrow.
When I grow up, I want to be an architect or an engineer.
I want to be a teacher.
I just want to be a defense attorney.
Most likely a molecular biologist.
I want to be an anesthesiologist.
I want to be a family doctor or a pediatrician.
Personalized learning gives me the freedom to be creative, which I like.
I like it because it allows me multiple options to do my work.
I have my choices for my work, and I feel like I work better like that.
Your school district leaders have a strong commitment to create personalized learning experiences for students and have taken bold and concrete steps towards implementing practices that extend beyond the classroom.
We changed our mission to each student. Then it became very abundantly clear that we had to find some way in order to truly meet the needs of each of our students. And personalizing the learning experience and identifying the tenets that we've built into our personalized learning platform became very critical for us to give laser focus to in order to make sure that our students could be very successful and that we would fulfill our mission.
Not everybody learns the same. Not every school community is going to look the same. And that's the beauty of personalized learning, is how you learn and what do you want to get out of this experience.
We were looking for schools that had a vision for a better educational experience for kids. We were looking for schools that had capacity to manage change, and we were looking for schools that were able to rally a community around the work.
I started presenting them with a lot of choices, and my students have taken this and really just ran with it. They've tweaked every choice board that has been offered to them, and they come up with their own ideas, their own ways to integrate learning, their own ways to show me that they have mastered what I need them to master.
We have this semester implemented our advisory groups, which we're calling PULSE. It's providing undeniable learning, support, and encouragement. The goal of those groups is to allow each kid to have at least one adult that they are really comfortable with talking to, but also a student group family.
You can talk about your problems personally and educationally.
In my class, our big goal is that we make sure that we're giving every student what they need when they need it. That means that for my class, there's a difference in pace for however students learn. The students that catch on quickly have a chance to go deeper into the material and then also at times into the next section of material. Students that take a little more time get more time with me as well as more time to really focus and master the material that they're learning. The opportunities for me to go deeper into material, for me to get more personal with the students is something that is much better through a personalized learning environment.
Here at Locust Grove Middle School, we use a blended learning model where students are in seminar for part of the day and they're in lab for part of the day. So about half their day is in seminar sections where they have 3 academic classes, and then the other part of their day they're in the lab with the 4th academic teacher. When they're in a class size of 30 or 40 in a classroom, kids often don't want to ask you for help because they're embarrassed or they're intimidated by you, or they feel like there's not an opportunity to ask for help when they need it. And in the model that we're in, they can ask without fear of anything really.
I just think it's important to give the students the opportunity to bring their own interests into the classroom and to allow them the opportunity to move at their own pace and when they're ready and not be held back, or if they need additional time, not be forced to move forward. I think that's important for a student to learn and be successful.
It's allowing the child to buy into their own education, and so it helps us customize our teaching straight to that one student.
I do believe that they are absorbing the content quickly and more deeply. If we are doing a science experiment, they can come up with different versions of that experiment. Some of them actually do more hands-on. Some of them do a video. Some of them might even do a song about it. I am enjoying myself immensely doing this personalized learning. It's made me open up as a teacher.
We are allowed to use the cameras for projects or like broadcasts for projects for social studies or math, science, anything that we need to use it for education.
And I absolutely love it. I think having our own independence, and getting to do what we want to is great.
Working at the same pace as everyone else is kind of difficult because either
I'm behind or I want to go ahead. So working at my own pace has gave me more of a flexibility for my learning style.
I feel confident and comfortable here.
To offer an opportunity for a kid to learn through doing is exceptional and truly engaging to that student.
The students had to come up with a real-world problem, so they realized that traffic was a big issue in their community. I think it's important that as they move into these 21st century careers that they're aware of their surroundings.
It definitely gets the students more interested because they are able to focus on their interest and what they're best at. And especially after they do the career exploration, they kind of have a reason for searching a career in detail and finding out everything they can about that particular career.
School's just totally different than it used to be. It's a lot more exciting, it's a lot more busy. You know, we don't have certain strict things that we have to follow. We just, you know, kind of go with, you know, where the interest and the passion lies.
Students are able to choose the way they learn. They're able to choose their pathway. They're able to choose different things that interest them. I would say you do have a higher success rate because students are actively engaged in what they're learning.
I think this year we really have a mix of the personalized learning and a little bit of the traditional that my younger two are really comfortable with. They do like being able to choose. They have something called choice boards. So they're loving being able to be creative and choosing how they present the work that they're mastering.
I would encourage any parent to come out and take the tour and learn about the learning experience, but I would encourage all schools to go forward and do the personalized learning. It opens up doors for children that can exceed in the normal textbook classroom role. These children here, the students, do some awesome projects. They show so many different levels of maturity and they step up to the plate, and that's what I love.
I do feel happier because I know that if I don't do well, then I can always go back and try something else.
I do feel happier because I know that I have my choices and I am not focused on like just one thing that the teacher gives us.
I feel more prepared for my career choices.
I appreciate it because it gives us as students more potential to succeed.
I like personalized learning.